Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have extensions. I told you guys in I told you guys in a recent video that I was thinking about getting extensions. I have a blog post all about this process, all about the prenatal pregnancy hair loss that I have suffered with that turned my hair essentially into like a mullet, and there are pictures and it is crazy. So I just actually got these today. They are tape-in extensions. All the details are on the blog. If you want to see all of that, I will link it below for you guys. And I also hope that you just check out my new blog. It's called Pretty Vulnerable, and it's a kind of deep dive into real life, and we talk about a bunch of different things: yoga, meditation, beauty products, pregnancy, personal growth. There's a monthly book club. There's 6 major categories in my blog, and it's really about opening up and being vulnerable with you guys so that everybody doesn't have to feel lonely in what they're going through and in what they are feeling, because I find that when we are vulnerable and when we share, we start to heal, and in knowing that we're not alone, we heal even further. And so I wanted to create a space for that on the internet, and so I've started a blog called Pretty Vulnerable, and I'm really excited about it. So all that will be below, but today, let's get into the video. We're talking about this new microfiber sponge called the Juno & Co. It's the Juno & Co. Not called. It's a microfiber sponge. It's by Juno & Co. It's like velvety. You guys probably saw Nikki Tutorials review this. Then Kathleen Lights reviewed it, and I had already ordered it after I saw Nikki's review, and then I saw Kathleen's, and I was feeling so glad that I ordered it because she really liked it, and you guys know how much I like the Tempur-Pedic one already, and so I really wanted to try it. So I did get 2 because they're $6, and this is what it looks like wet, and this is what it looks like dry. It has a slanted edge. It doesn't feel very wet, even though it is wet. It's kind of crazy, and you can actually use this wet or dry. So it comes with this little pamphlet, which is really cool. And in it, it says use it dry to apply loose powders, blush, and highlights, and use it wet to apply liquid foundations, concealers, and contouring. And it does say to just dip your dry Juno into the desired amount of product and apply it to your face, which is crazy. We're going to try that out today. And then it says if you're using it wet, make sure to really squeeze it out so that you don't have like any excess liquid in here, which I already did. And it is a little bit of like, not Tempur-Pedic, but it has like doesn't have like an immediate bounce back when you squeeze it, which I actually kind of like. It says to not put the product directly on the Juno sponge to like, that it will apply too much. So I'm gonna use my little glass palette here for foundation, and to use a stippling motion to dab and stipple the product. And yeah, I think those are the instructions. So we're gonna try this wet, and we're gonna try it dry. I'm pretty excited. I'm just going to tuck my hair behind my ears. I'm really, really happy with these extensions. I feel so much more confident and just really enjoying it. So I'm going to use my Catrice Prime and Fine Nude Glow Primer, and I'm just going to use this with my fingers. I always apply this with my fingers. I never use a sponge. And we're actually, instead of using a liquid foundation, we're going to use a stick foundation today. I've seen how sponges can apply like liquid foundations, and usually it's pretty good. But I want to use my Hourglass foundation, Vanishing Foundation Stick in Buff. And I'm going to paint, not very much, because this might make it go a longer way, right? So I'm going to do kind of like 1 stripe, like that. We're going to do 4. Normally I would apply more than that. Like twice as much as that probably. So let's take the end of this. Especially I wanted to use a stick foundation because I saw how well this applied liquid foundation on Nikki Tutorials and Kathleen Lights. And so I was like, well, I kind of want to see what it's like with a stick. Blending out pretty well. Not like super seamless. It's getting a little bit on there. It's kind of weird that this is flat and not curved, but I don't hate it. It's not like crazy fast. I like this side better. I don't know. I like that better than the, seems like it's taking a while. My Beauty Blender blends this out really, really, really fast. I feel like instead of patting it, I have to like sweep it almost. I'm trying not to do that though. It's working, but it's not like my arm already hurts. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's melting into the skin. You guys know the memory foam sponge I tried? Like instantly, I know I like that better than this. I didn't put any on my nose. I'll have to do that in a sec. Like, do you see how that just kind of like, and I'm like really beating my face. I feel like with this I want to drag it, but I don't want to do that. I don't like the way this is blending this at all, actually. Okay, I'm just curious. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna go dampen a beauty blender and we're gonna see how fast that blends. I just got a damp beauty blender and I'm just like, I noticed when I was walking away that it still just looks like patchy, needs more blending. So you saw how long I worked on my forehead, right? So let's just take the beauty blender and see if we can pat it out. Yeah, do you see how that line is already gone? I mean, I feel like that clearly works better. I don't know. Do you guys disagree? So maybe this is one of those foundations that you can't, or not one of those foundations, one of those sponges that you can't use really for stick foundation. I'm gonna take my, put on my nose, then a little on my temples, and right up there. Okay. So you guys saw how much faster the Beauty Blender blended that out. Let's go back to our sponge and do this side. Like, I can still see the patch where I drew the line is the thing. Okay, so that's kind of blended, but let's do this side. Like it's literally already gone. Do you see that? Okay, let's see how many pats. Let's just count it, because why not? Ready? 1, 2, 3. What am I doing? Counting seconds? That was like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, the 1, the 2, 3, the 4, the 5, 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, 44, 1, 42, 43, 45. 45 pats to blend out a dot that size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, 36. And both are blended. So this, I know it doesn't seem like it was that many, but I felt like I was working way harder with that sponge. This just blends it out way easier, you guys. This does not blend that out very well. It does not. It doesn't, I don't think it absorbs as much product. Maybe that's like my issue. But I feel like even after using this, I need to take my beauty blender around. I forgot that I didn't put any on my upper lip. I feel like I need to take my beauty blender around and just like check over everything. It didn't feel like this blended that stick foundation out evenly at all. Okay, let's put some concealer on and see how that does. Let's use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Ooh, that feels too light, or too dark. Hold on. So a little of Fit Me and a little Age Rewind. Yeah. We haven't used this concealer in like a hot minute. Now let's take our sponge and we'll take that kind of flat side. This is still the wet sponge. Okay, see, this is blending in really nicely. I think with liquids, it probably works better than the stick foundation. But I will link Nikki and Kathleen's videos below, but I saw it work well with liquid and I wanted to know how it was gonna work with the stick foundation, which is why I chose to do that today. And if you wanna see how it worked with liquid foundation, that's why I will link their videos. But this, hopefully, is a different look for you. So I think that if you want to get this sponge and you only use liquid foundation, it'll be great. But I think that if you use stick foundations, you're gonna need another sponge too, or a brush, because this does not work very well. Okay, let's bake. We'll use our Coty Airspun powder, and we're gonna take our dry one now. I'm gonna take the flat side and just dip it into that Coty Airspun powder. Whoa, it's like all on there. It's not depositing it really. It's just like tapping it in. Whoa, it doesn't, okay, so you can't like, almost can't get like a thick bake. It like stays on the sponge, so you don't get like too much product on your face, which is kind of, honestly, I'm gonna put it over my eyelids too, as a primer, but it kind of defeats the purpose with the bake. It feels kind of crazy though. Let me just see if I grab a little bit more, if it really will layer. No, it really doesn't layer, you guys. Wow, that's interesting. It's kind of like a powder puff. So I'm just gonna kind of press it into my skin everywhere. And then I'm just gonna grab a big powder brush, and there was a little excess under that eye. And I just feel like I wanna buff it all in. Okay. Hello.
It's so bright.
It is so bright.
You're white like me.
I know I am. I'm gonna take a little bit of MAC Harmony, which is like a good contour color. And I mean, I kind of want to take that flat side, but maybe we'll take the round side. And I'm just gonna, it says to, oh my gosh. Okay, just dab it a little bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, it ain't playing. Holy crap, I'm gonna dab that off on my hand. It really picks up the product. Do you guys see that contour though? Okay, I'm actually kind of liking this for, it's like a powder puff. And it's not taking off the foundation. It's kind of hard when it's not wet, you know? That's what she said. I don't know. I'm using that flat side now just to see if it's better. I don't know, honestly, like, I am not gonna lie, I was really like beyond excited for this. And it's not that it's like a total failure for me. I just like don't really, I'm trying to think of when I would really, I'm just gonna contour up here because we're doing it. Like when I would really use this. Because here's the thing, even for contouring right now, this isn't better than a brush to me. In fact, what I really want to do is like take my powder brush and blend a little further, because it just doesn't feel the same as using a brush. Like, see, I feel like that looks way more blended now. I don't know, am I crazy? Are you guys disagreeing? Are you like screaming at your camera like, Abby, no, your contour is amazing. And that sponge is great. I'm just feeling like it's not great. That's how I'm feeling. Let's take a little bit of this blush. This is the Tarte Glisten blush, and that dry sponge again. I guess we'll take the flat side, right? Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna dot it off on my hand. Okay, that's pretty. I actually kind of really like the way that that applied blush. I still wish the bottom was round, and I don't know why it has a hole there, because it does pick up the product like unevenly on the bottom. I know I'm really digging into this review, you guys. Are you all annoyed, or are you like, we dig it? Which one? Which one? I don't know. I'm just gonna put like a titch more on. You have to be careful about how much product you pick up, because it's real easy to overdo it. Like, I feel like maybe I just did that. That's why I veil. Keep your beauty blenders handy, ladies. And gentlemen. Okay, now let's do highlighter. Let's take this one by Flower Cosmetics. This one right here. And I'm going to use just like the side. Okay. Can you guys see that? You guys see the highlight? Yeah. I like to turn my beauty blenders or my sponges like sideways, and I'd be scared I'd put the blush over my highlighter. That's just maybe my own problem. Dot that, just kind of blend it, and then I always take the beauty blender and kind of go over. That did apply blush and highlight nicely, and it did apply, it's kind of like a powder puff for your face powder, but I did not really like the application of the contour. It just, I felt like a brush is better for that, and I don't know. Overall, I didn't really like it for the contour. It just didn't work for me. I think my overall thought is that it's going to be good. The wet sponge is going to be good for liquid makeup, but not for stick foundation. So if you use liquid foundation, $6 for a sponge, I think is really, really good and makes a lot of sense. But if you don't use liquid foundations, if you like stick foundations or even cushion foundations maybe, I don't know that this would be the best option. I didn't like it for the stick foundation, 100%. The dry one is interesting. I still think I just like, for all of it, I like brushes better. But it does apply the blush and does apply the highlight nicely. It doesn't do a great job with contour. I didn't think I wanted to use a brush instead. And the loose powder, you can't really bake with it because it doesn't pick up excess product, which is kind of the point of the bake. It just picks up enough to like dab it on, but you can't really get extra product on there, if that makes sense. So that's really my thoughts. It is $6, so it's a really great deal if you need an affordable sponge and you use liquid makeup. But if you use a stick foundation, definitely don't go for it. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go finish my makeup now. I hope that you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.
Sorry, he was whiny.
No, he was?
Yeah, you look very concerned anytime I'm even glancing at the door.
No.
You talking about weird stuff in here?
What's he eating? No. No, I'm not talking about weird stuff. Just doing my makeup.
I'm keeping my eye on you, that's been shady.
Did you just eat something?
Abigail has been shade.
I'm O'Keefe now.
No, that was first last name because you're in trouble.
Oh, that's what it means when I'm in trouble?
Yeah, like Timothy Collin.
Oh, yeah, because that's my
when
middle
I was
name
in
now.
Deep doo-doo.
Deep doo-doo. Do you,
These lights are hot.
I know.
I feel the heat from here.
I know. Did you just eat something? Did I?
I did.
Why?
I'm not allowed to.
I thought we were making pizza.
Why does this preclude me from pizza?
It doesn't, but I didn't know if you'd be hungry.
No, I always eat the shit out of some pizza.
How much space is left if I push this back?
Flirting with disaster.
Okay. Tim just came to say hi.